Good day everyone, this is Charmar TV for another video, and for this video ay pag-usapan natin about law of cosines. Ang law of cosines po ay isa sa methods in solving oblique triangles kagaya nito alongside with law of sines. So kung ngayon nyo lang naririnig yung law of sines is mangyari na panoorin niyo yung video na yon na makikita sa description yung link nito. So, kailangan nyo din yan, no? So, for this one, law of cosines, we're going to use, obviously, cosine function to solve for the parts of the triangle. So, ang formula po ng law of cosines ay c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c. Yan po yung formula ng cosine, law of cosines. Ano po? As you can see, itong part na to, no? At first kasi magiging komplikado yan eh. Pero kapag na-observe mo isa-isa, kagaya nito, itong part na ito is, ayan yung Pythagorean theorem. So, naalala nyo naman siguro yung Pythagorean theorem, di ba? C squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. Kaso, dahil law of cosine siya, meron siyang extra term. Ito po yun, no? Minus 2ab cosine c. So, ano bang pattern nito sa formula na ito? So, ito sa first part, no? Itong left side, ayan po yung isa sa sides ng triangle. And then, we have those two other sides. Kung ito ay c sa left side, bali the two other sides ay a squared at saka b squared. Okay? And then for the extra term, we have minus 2 times this two sides, A and B, no? A tsaka B, we have AB here, and then multiplied by cosine of angle C, which is the opposite of this one. Okay? So, ganyan po ang pattern ng law of cosines. Ngayon, kung B naman ang nasa left side, so that we have B squared like this. Diba? The other two sides must be A and C. Ayan po. A squared plus C squared, then minus 2 times those two sides, A and C, kanina, no? And then multiplied by cosine of angle B, which is the opposite of this one. And then, susundin natin yung pattern for this one. Okay, so, kailan ba natin gagamitin yung law of cosines? So, here are the cases to consider. Number 1, given two sides and an included angle. So, for example, we have two angles, two sides, side A at saka side B. Tapos, yung included angle niya is angle C. So, bali itong angle na to ay nasa gitna ng A and B. So, ito po yung included angle na nasa gitna. Ano po? Yan po isa sa case na i-consider natin to use law of cosines. And then, sa case number 2, all three sides are given. So, given lahat ng three sides ng triangle. Okay, so hatiin ko ito into two parts, no? At ang first part ay itong video na ito. Given two sides and an included angle. Alright, so yeah, things you should do when using law of cosines. Number 1, if all three sides have known lengths, use law of sines or cosines to find the angles. So, kapag tatlo daw sa sides ng triangle ay nahanap na, no, it's either gagamitin natin yung law of sines or law of cosines to get the angles, yung missing angles nun. Alright, so it's up to you kung alin dyan ang gagamitin mo. And then sa number 2, if two of the angles have known measures, calculate the measure of the third angle. So remember po, yung measure ng tatlong angles ng triangle ay laging equal sa 180 degrees. Kaya naman, A plus B plus C is equal to 180. So once na nakuha natin measures ng dalawa, we can solve for the third angle by using this formula. Okay, so para maintindihan natin ito at magamit natin to in solving triangles, let's move on to the examples. Alright, ito yung number 1. Ano po? So, we are going to solve for this triangle. Okay? Uh, Isulat muna natin yung given, no? So, bali, as you can see, the given, angle A is 40 degrees. Tapos, we have two of the sides, 12 at saka 15. No? So, ang angle A po natin is 40 degrees. So, capital A is 40. Tapos, yung 12 is the side opposite to angle C. That's small c po yun, no? So, C is equal to 12. Tapos, yung 50 naman po is, ayan po yung side opposite to angle B. That's small b po yun, no? So, B is equal to 15. Ayan. And then, to solve for the remaining parts of the triangle, in this case, that's angle B, angle C, and this side opposite to angle A. So, it must be side A. Ayan po. Yan po yung nawawala. Angle B, angle C, tsaka side A. So, unahin muna natin yung side, no? Yung third side ng triangle. So, para mahanap natin yung third side ng triangle, gagamit tayo ng law of cosines. So, ano nga ulit yung pattern ng cosines? A squared muna, no? Yung left side equals, yung right side naman, yung two other sides of the triangle. So, yung first part po is the Pythagorean theorem with A as the hypotenuse. Tapos, yung B and C, bale, B squared plus C squared. So, ayan po yung Pythagorean theorem with B and C are legs. Pero, dahil law of cosines ito, maglalagay tayo ng extra term. Minus 2 times itong dalawang sides, B and C. Ayan. Magiging minus 2BC, then multiplied by cosine of capital A. So, ayan po yung opposite ng side A. Okay? Angle A po. And then, meron na tayong formula ng law of cosines. So, i-plug in natin those values dito sa formula and then, yun na, pwede nating i-calculate, no? So, A squared equals B is 15. 15 squared plus C squared. Ang C po natin ay 12 minus 2 times B. B is 15. And then C is 12. Okay? Then times cosine of capital A. Ang A po natin ay 40 degrees. Ayan. And then, we're going to simplify this thing. Okay? So, gagamit tayo ng calculator to simplify. Ano po? So, pinutin natin yung numbers. Bale, 15, pinutin mo yung squared, plus 12 squared. Bale, idiretso na lang siguro natin. Ano po? Para mabilis tayo. No? Then, pinutin mo yung minus 2 times 15 times 12 times, pinutin mo yung cosine, then 40 degrees. Ayan. So, make sure na tama ang pagkaka-input mo para, tama din yung magiging sagot mo. No? And then, make sure na naka-degree mode yung calculator natin. No? And then, once na okay na, pinutin mo na yung equal sign. So, we have 93.224. No? So, ang value ng A squared is 93.224. And then, kukunin natin yung square root both sides. So, that is A equals square root nito. So, pinutin mo yung square root, then 93.224. That's 9.66 pag naka-round off, no? 9.66. Okay? So, that's it. Ito na po yung measure ng third side ng triangle, which is 9.66. Ayan. Alright, so, yun na. Nakatatlong sides na tayo and it's time na hanapin natin yung angles ng triangle. No, angle B tsaka angle C. It's up to you kung alin dyan ang uunahin mo, no? Kaya naman, we use again law of sines, pero pwede ka pa rin gumamit ng law of sines. Ano po? Law of sines to calculate for one of the angles, no? So in this case, gamitin na lang natin yung law of cosines. Ano po? So, let's do this. Bale, ang nawawalang angle is angle B. Kaya ang gagamitin natin ay B squared sa law of cosines formula. So this time, B squared naman po. So bale, Pythagorean part muna tayo. B squared equals A squared plus C squared. That's the Pythagorean part. Minus 2 times itong dalawa, A and C. So 2AC. Then times cosine of the opposite angle. Ang opposite nito ay capital B or angle B. Ayan. So, kukunin naman natin next yung measure ng angle B. And then, substitute those values. Bale, ang B po natin ay 15, then squared equals A squared. No, ang value ng A po ay 9.66. Pero, may A squared na tayo before, ano po, bago natin kinuha yung square root. No? Meron na tayong A squared before. That is 93.224 plus yung C squared naman po, yung C dito ay 12 squared. Okay? Then minus 2 times A. Ang A po natin ay 9.66 times yung C naman po ay 12 times cosine of B. Ayan po, no? And then, saka natin i-simplify ito, no? So, this will become 15 squared, bale, 225. Ayan. And then, for this one, bago tayo gumamit ng calculator, see to it na hindi mo dapat pagsamahin tong lahat. Bakit? Kasi, itong part na to, no, yung minus 2 times 9.66 times 12, nakamultiply yan sa cosine B. So, hindi mo pwedeng pagsamahin tong lahat. Okay? Sa iisang calculation. So, paghiwalay natin like this one, ito muna, bago ito. Okay? Kaya naman, calculator ulit, bale, type natin 93.224. I-times natin sa plus. Okay, plus 12 squared. That is equal to 237.224. Okay, 237.224. No? And then minus yung part na to, no? Okay, 2 times 9.66 times 12. That's equal to 231.84. So, 231.84 times cosine B. So, remember po, hindi mo pwedeng pagsamahin tong dalawa. That is 237 minus 231. No. Kasi, itong 231.84 nakamultiply sa cosine B. So, tandaan po natin, ano po. Pero, we can solve for cosine B. So, what we have to do is, this term, ilipat sa kabilang side so that magiging 225 minus 237.224. Bale, ang maiwan dito ay negative 231.84 cosine B. And then, divide both sides by negative 231.84. Ayan. So, cancel out. Cosine B na lang po ang natira. No? Bale, we're going to use calculator again to simplify. No? So, ayun. Bale, maglagay muna tayo ng left parenthesis or open parenthesis para makita natin na nasa isang grupo sila. No? So, 225 minus 237.224. Ayan, nasa iisang grupo na sila kasi clinose natin. Then, divided by negative 231.84 equals 0.0527. Diba? 0.05272. Ayan. 0.05272. That's the value of cosine B. Okay? And then to find the value of angle B, that is yung measure nun, bale, kunin natin yung inverse cosine. Okay? And to do inverse cosine, pindutin lang yung shift, then cosine. No. Pindutin lang yung pindutin yung shift, then cosine. Yan, mag-appear na siya as inverse cosine. Then, i-type mo lang to 0.05272. Then, close, equals 86.98. Pag naka-round off na to, ha? 86.98. So, i-round off natin to 2 decimal places. 86.98 degrees. So, ayan po yung measure ng angle B. 86.98 degrees. Ayan. So, meron na tayong dalawa and then we're going to solve for the last part which is angle C. So, it is easy now kasi meron na tayong dalawang angles na may measure. So, gamitin natin yung fact na yung sum ng tatlong angles ay 180. So, that is A plus B plus C. So, ang hanapin na lang natin is angle C. No? Angle C equals, to get the angle C, just subtract 180 sa dalawang ito, angle A at saka angle B. 180 minus A minus B. So, C is equal to 180 minus, ang A po natin ay 40 at ang B naman ay 86.98. Okay? And then, simplify. Bale, 180 minus 40 minus 86.98 equals 53.02. So 53.02 degrees. That's the measure of angle C. Okay? Wait lang. Ayan, 53.02 degrees. Ayan. So let's summarize the answers. Bale, side A is 9.66 units. Angle B is 86.98 and angle C is 53.02 degrees. So ganyan po ang paggamit ng law of cosines rather, to solve for the missing parts of the triangle. Okay? Now, let's move on to number 2. So, we have this triangle here. So, isulat muna natin yung given measurements. Ano po? So, ang angle B po obviously is 111.1 degrees. Tapos, itong 24, no? This is the side opposite to angle C. So, it should be small c. Ano po? So, small c is 24 units. Tapos, itong side na to, this is the opposite to angle A. Ayan po. So, it should be small letter A equals 33.3. So, ayan po yung given natin. Ano po? Bali, ang nawawalang parts ay angle A, angle C, at saka yung side B. So, side B po ang nawawala this time. Ano po? So, what we have to do is to solve for the side B using law of cosines. So, i-pattern natin kanina, no? So, B squared muna equals A squared plus C squared, yung Pythagorean part. Then, minus 2 times itong dalawa, A and C, 2AC. Then, times cosine of opposite nito, opposite ng B ay capital B or angle B. Ayan. So, meron na tayong law of cosines formula. No? Now, plug in those values dito sa sa formula so that we have B squared equals A. Ang A po natin ay 33.3 squared plus C squared. Bali, ang C ay 24 squared minus 2 times A. Ang A po natin ay 33.3 habang ang C 24. Then times cosine of B. So, ang B po natin ay 111.1 degrees. Ayan na po, naka-plug in na po. And then, we use calculator to simplify. So, gamitin natin yung calculator, no? So, 33.3 squared plus 24 squared minus 2 times 33.3 times 24 and then times ulit cosine 111.1. Okay. So, ang lumabas po ay 22.60.30 gawin nating 89, no? 2260, 30, 89. 2260.30, 89. So, that's the value of b squared. And then, kunin natin yung square root like this. Oops, ayusin natin. Ayan. Okay, so this will become b is equal to square root nitong number. So, calculator ulit. Bale, 22.60, 30, 89. No. Mali. 2,260 po yun, no? 0.3089. Then equals 47.54. So, yeah. So, ayan po yung length of side B. 47.54 units, no? Yan. Ayan po, 47.54. And then, kunin natin yung angles ng triangle. So, unahin natin si angle A. Kaya naman, gamitin ulit natin yung law of sines but this time, A squared naman tayo. Ano po? Okay, A squared naman sa kaliwa. So, yung other two sides po ay B at saka C. So, Pythagorean part tayo. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2 times itong dalawa, B at C. So, BC. Okay, minus 2BC. Then, cosine of itong ano na to, opposite angle. Ang opposite angle nito ay capital A, which is angle A. Ayan, cosine of A. So, gagamitin natin to to solve for angle A. Ayan. Kaya naman, this will become this one. Bale, i-plug in natin yung values A squared. Bale, ang A po natin, 33.3 squared equals B squared. Ang B squared po kanina ay 2260.3089. So, that was before, no? So, gamitin natin ulit. Then plus C squared. Ang C po natin ay 24, then squared. Then minus 2 times B, C. So, ang B po natin, 47.54 times C. That's 24 times cosine of A. Ayan po. And then, i-simplify natin. So, once again, hindi mo pwedeng pagsamahin to lahat kasi itong part na to naka-multiply sa cosine A. So, we should compute separately like this. Ganyan po. No? So, unahin natin itong part na to. Kaya naman, ito na. Actually, ano muna, 33.3 squared muna, no? So, 33.3 squared, bale, 1108.89. Okay? 1108.89. Tapos, itong part na to, no? Yung kanina, 2260.3089 plus 24 squared equals 2836.3089. So, 2836.3089 minus itong part naman 2 times 47.54 times 24 equals 2281.92. Ayan. Okay? 2281.92 times cosine A. Ayan po. Tapos, iano po natin, no? I-solve po natin yung equation for cosine A. Ayan. So, to do that, bale, ilipat natin to, itong term na to sa kabilang side. magiging 1108.89 minus 2836.3089 equals maiwan si negative 2281.92 cosine A. Ayan. And then divide both sides by negative 2281.92. Ayan. Cancel. Yan. Bali, magiging cosine A na lang po. Tapos sa isang side, gagamitin pa rin natin ang calculator. So, dapat naka-parenthesis to, no? Yung sa taas na part. So, open 1108.89 minus 28.36.3089. Then close. Ayan. Nasa isang grupo na sila divided by negative 2281.92. But syntax. Okay. Ay, kaya pala, 2836 yon kasi 2836. Ayan, so, make sure na tama ang ine-enter natin, no, para maiwasan natin ang ganong scenario, no. So, ang lumabas po ay 0.757. Okay, ayan. So, that's the value of cosine A. And then, para mahanap natin yung value ng cosine A, we do the inverse cosine. So, para makuha natin yung inverse cosine sa calculator, pinutin ulit yung shift, then cosine, then i-type natin yung kanina, 0.757 equals 40.79. Okay, so it should be pag naka-round off, magiging 40.80 na siya. Eh, di naman kailangan ng 0 sa dulo, so 40.8 na lang po, no? So, the measure of angle A is 40.8 degrees. Isulat natin yung measure ng angle A dito. Ayan. And then, for the last angle, itong angle C, bale, 180 tayo, no? So, to get the angle C, subtract mo lang yung 180 sa dalawa, yung kanina, A and B. Ayan. Plug in, minus 180 minus A. Ang A po natin ay 40.8. Then, yung B naman po, 111.1. Okay. Ayan po. Then, calculator ulit. 180 minus 40.8 minus 111.1 po yun. Equals 28.1 degrees. Okay. So, the measure of this angle is 28.1 degrees. Ayan. So, kumpleto na po yung measures ng bawat parts. Okay. So, let's summarize the answers. Side B is 47.54. Side A is 40.8. Angle A, rather. Angle A is 40.8 degrees. And angle C is 28.1 degrees. Alright, so that's all for today about law of sines. And then, meron tayong isa pang example, pero iwanan ko na lang sa inyo to as the exercise. So, ito po yung given, and then, gagamitin niyo yung law of cosines just like this one, no? Gagayahin nyo lang yung process, no? This time, ito po yung given natin. Okay, so iwanan ko na lang sa inyo to, and then in the couple of days, ibibigay ko din yung sagot dito, no? So right now, dito ko muna to tatapusin itong video na ito. Alright, so I hope na nakatulong sa inyo tong video na ito. And ito pa lang po yung case number 1, which is yung given ay 2 sides at saka yung included angle like this. So sa susunod na video, i-discuss natin ulit yung law of cosines, but this time yung tatlong sides naman yung given. Alright, so this ends our video, and thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me also on my TikTok account. Stay safe, God bless, and as always, have a great day to all.